In 2003, Greg Secker quit his job in the city to set up his own trading floor. Since then, he's shared the secrets of his success around the world through his training companies Knowledge to Action and Learn to Trade. He is with me now. Greg, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us about Knowledge to Action. Why did you create the company?
Well, Knowledge to Action all came about. I used to trade the European markets early in the morning, and by lunchtime I was finished for the day. And I used to invite people back to my house to learn to trade. And at one stage, I think we got up to 19 people camped out on my lounge room floor, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, banging away on laptops, trading the currency markets. And my girlfriend said to me at the time, look, you really love doing this. Why don't you open a school? And it seemed like a good idea at the time, and we set up a school. But what I did differently that I noticed others weren't doing, which was the important part of actually not just teaching people to trade, but actually sitting with them and getting them to implement the very strategies they were learning, the whole bridge from sort of theory to practical application. I felt that was the most important thing.
And today you offer a number of different training seminars and programs through your Learn to Trade brand. What does your teaching cover?
Well, the real focus is on teaching people what strategies work in the markets today. I don't believe in teaching people the almanac of trading. It's practically impossible to do that. So the real core focus is what are the most successful traders in the markets today doing? How do we identify that? How do we keep the risk low? And obviously, how do we monetize it?
And how successful has Learn to Trade been?
Well, started in the UK, we've built a trading floor here and a training centre, and it's pretty much over the last 10 years grown like wildfire. We have trading floors and trading centres now in places as far as South Africa, Australia, with partners in America and of course in Singapore too. So it's grown from what were relatively humble beginnings to be probably one of the largest trader education companies in the world.
You have expanded around the world into Australia and South Africa particularly. How are those programs going?
Fantastic. I think we've probably seen ourselves grow nearly double our numbers year on year, I should say. When we started off, we effectively ran some events to gauge interest in the countries. When we've gauged interest and we know that people are interested in learning to do this, and what we've discovered is many people today have turned to trading foreign exchange, actively trading the markets as not just a secondary but a primary income. And so what we've done in those markets is we build a training centre, and then right next door we build a proper trading floor. So you learn what to do, if you like, and then as soon as you've finished your training, you sit side by side with one of our traders and you trade live. And that's why we called the system Knowledge to Action. We always felt knowledge unused is wasted. So if you learn the principles and then are immediately put on a trading floor, shown how to implement them, we find that the results from people is much better.
The foreign exchange trading markets are some of the fastest moving markets in the world. Training has to keep up with that. So what have your latest initiatives been, and where do you see the company going next?
Well, here we are still in a credit crunch effectively. I mean, I know we're coming out of it now, but the people need access to capital. And look, you're absolutely right. It's a $4.5 trillion market. It's very liquid. We created something called the Forex Trader Partner Program, where we actually partner with the delegates that attend our programs. We give them capital to trade with. We risk manage them. And then we share in the upside and the downside with them. So effectively, they can trade for themselves risk-free. We take the capital risk on. And what it allows our organisation to do is probably double the number of people that come through our programmes, but it gives people the assurance they aren't risking their own money.
And finally, how can traders get involved with Knowledge to Action and Learn to Trade?
Probably the quickest way is via the internet. So our website address is learntotrade.co.uk.
Greg, thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.